the time has finally arrived, and by that I mean, hold on, what are we doing today? Meredith's room redo, her bedroom makeover. I'm so pumped about it. The first time I came in this room, I had high expectations. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get this all done in one day. I don't know what I was thinking because her room was packed to the rafters with everything. So the first time I came in here, I did a full declutter of her room, and that was a video all on its own. I thought I'll declutter for a little bit and then I'll decorate. It didn't happen that way. But now I have more of a blank canvas that I'm walking into. It's a lot more spacious in here. I'll link the declutter video below. I got rid of like 90% of the stuff in here. There's still plenty left, don't worry, and there's plenty of toys upstairs for her to play with. It just feels a lot lighter. And hopefully the things I'm going to implement in her room, I built something yesterday where it will hopefully be her toy storage. I don't know where we're gonna put her shoes. I still have some things to figure out. I still need to buy some bins because after I put the piece of furniture together yesterday, I quickly realized, oh, these bins are way too small. So still some fine details to like dot our I's and cross our T's. We'll figure that all out. For the most part, I'm going to redo her entire room. And I initially, after I did Wentworth's room, I came in here and I was like, okay, Meredith, you are next. I took a picture of her room, so cute, and I put it on ChatGPT and I was like, use your interior decorating skills, whatever. Like I put in all the prompts. Like I have a daughter that's almost 6, she likes XYZ. Can you make a room for her? And it did. And without doing any measuring or anything else, I said, yep, I'm gonna recreate that. So I went to Facebook Marketplace to try to find a bunch of stuff at thrift stores and all this stuff. So I've been compiling these things for months, and finally today's the day where I get to see if it works out, because I didn't measure anything. And every time I come in here, especially after I declutter, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna fit something here, and then a dollhouse, and also a table and chairs for her to play on, and then her nightside table. Like it's just, some things I don't think are gonna make the cut, but I got some really great pieces from Facebook Marketplace. So if you're looking to make over a space, that is always my first place to go. A lot of times people are eager to get rid of things. You might have to drive a little bit farther, but I got a Pottery Barn table and chairs for like $100. Whereas if I bought it brand new, I'm pretty sure one chair is more than $100, okay? So for the first time in this room, in this space, I'm going to rearrange the bed. So I'm really pumped. I'm just gonna start moving stuff, start bringing stuff in. I did get a new rug. I hope I have everything I need. And even if I don't, it'll be fine. I have the rest of our lives to decorate this house, this room, etc. So I'm gonna do what I can in here, and I know Meredith is going to be so jazzed about it. First thing is first, the one thing I did buy brand new, and was it worth the money? You can tell me, is the bed. And here it is, unmade and all. I looked everywhere online, Facebook Marketplace. They actually had, I think, 2 separate ones selling at one point, but they were the wrong size, and I could have literally cried. I scoured, I even thought, you know what, let me find a different bed. I looked all over and I just couldn't. So needless to say, months went by and I was like, I have to finish her room. So I ended up just buying this little beauty, brand spanking new. It did hurt a little bit, it hurt my soul, it hurt my pocketbook, but I know that it is a quality piece of furniture that she's going to have hopefully for the rest of her time living here. I got a nice neutral color, white obviously. I almost went with like a wood tone, but this is what I ended up going with. I forgot where I was, but anyway, I ordered this. It was in just a few days, and they actually came in and assembled it. I'm gonna tell you right now, like that alone was worth the money, because I've assembled beds before and it takes me such a long time, like an hour. They came in, I showed him where to put it, and then like 5 minutes later he had me sign something and I was like, wait, you're done? They were done. And they were out of here, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's absolutely amazing and incredible. I mean, they do it, that's their job. It's probably like second nature to them, but for me, I have to like look at the instructions, whatever. So anyway, short story long, I got a new bed for her. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I think it's got a nice shape to it and gives it a little bit of character. Almost went with a Disney themed, but all of those seemed yellow, like creamy yellow, like not a cute. I went with this instead. I'll show you her room. Show you a little before before of her bedroom so we can get a nice scope of what it's looking like in here. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's tidy, but it is decluttered compared to what it did look like. So it's nice to be able to start with like more of a blank slate. But don't worry, because I'm going to add about 700 things in here. And by the end of it, I'll probably not be able to put in everything that I got. But here it is, wall. It's a nice sized bedroom. I mean, we would like it to be slightly bigger, but it's bigger than my childhood bedroom. I'm just gonna say that. So here it is. I don't know what to do first. I guess we'll take this out because even though I love it so much and it has been through every single one of my children, also Pottery Barn piece, and that's how you know it's quality. My oldest is 14 and she had it as a, baby. But I can't find a space for it, and the functionality, I don't know, I might throw it in my playroom, but also I don't know where to put it. So it might go in my attic for now with my crib, my Pottery Barn crib, sad to report. Also got both of those things secondhand, so I'm just saying.
I don't know why I'm making such a stink about Pottery Barn. It's making me laugh. Okay, this bedroom makeover, if I didn't like show you little clips of it in the beginning, it is my favorite, officially my favorite makeover ever that I've ever done. And it just like, it takes the cake. It took a lot of planning. It took a lot of tweaking, a lot of time to like execute, but oh my gosh, it turned out so good. I would have loved a bedroom like this growing up. My goal, kind of like when I did Wentworth's room, was to make it feel like it came straight out of a Pottery Barn magazine. Okay. And I don't know why I keep referencing Pottery Barn. I don't shop there. I don't get the catalogs. They definitely don't know who I am. But when I think luxury or grown-up home goals, like my brain just goes straight to Pottery Barn. Probably because I don't know any other higher-end brands. But see, okay, I think there's one. It slipped my mind. There were a few when I was looking for dining room tables that would come up. Now I can't even remember them. Like, that's how little I know about them. So that was the vision, something that looked and felt high-end, but still captured that like sweet, childlike magic of being 6, which is what's so great about Pottery Barn, #non-spons, because they have a Pottery Barn Kids and also a Pottery Barn Teen. So, okay, initially I thought we'd go with some character sheets because, let's be real, Pottery Barn sells those too. So I sat with Meredith and I showed her a bunch of options. And she picked these sheets. And I thought, okay, that's random, maybe a one-off. But nope, a week or two later, I asked her again, trying to like steer her in a different direction of like, they had Disney princesses and they had like unicorns and rainbows, all this other stuff, right? She still picked these exact ones. So I was like, okay, you know what? That's my sign. This is her bedroom, not mine. And though I'd like to think it's a little bit of both, at the end of the day, I think we melded some styles in here. Because when I've shared this before, when we let our 7-year-old pick a bed frame, like she picked that yellow one, so I had to, what's the word? Insert myself a little bit in this project, right? This bedside table was absolutely gorgeous. When I saw it in Facebook Marketplace, I was like, wow, that is amazing. She said initially she found it from like an antique shop. I would have guessed that she like redid this all on her own, which I'm sure someone did at one point. It reminds me of one of the pieces I had growing up, like more of a vintage feel. It's very quality, way better than anything I could get from IKEA or elsewhere. It was a decent price and it was the perfect size for a little bedside table. Oh my gosh, I am in love with this piece of furniture.
I decided to bring everything out to my dining room table so I could visually see what I have and like set it all up. A lot of this stuff I haven't even taken out of the box. I got a poof from Amazon. Oh my gosh. I hope it's in that box. Fingers crossed. There's also some lights that I bought from Costco. I think they're in the garage. So I have a lot to like figure out and put together, but this is her bedding that she picked out. I was going for a more whimsical feeling and I was showing her all of her options and this is what she ended up going with. It's a pink rosy comforter and her sheets are more like Paris themed. Listen, I love it. It was out of left field for me. I wasn't expecting it. So that's cool. I'm glad this came in. Also, this box is top notch. It's got some more pillowcases in here. So I'm gonna empty all of this stuff. I don't know what this is. Oh, yes I do. She is mostly excited about this, as a matter of fact. When she saw it in the picture, oh boy. And I bought a lot of frames. I need to get pictures. I need to order pictures for the frames. And I got her a new laundry basket. Wanna see? Cute little laundry basket, because the one she has is, yeah, it's seen better days. So all these frames I got, we're gonna fill them up with the things she loves most. I don't know what's in here. Oh, and, oh my goodness. Wait, what is in here? Oh yeah. Okay, that's gonna be fun. More frames. This is from Hobby Lobby. I just love the sparkles. I thought that was so cute. I have some shelves. Oh, are these the lights that I got? They sure are. Okay, nice and simple. These I had high expectations for. You know, they're so much smaller than I thought. Okay, so we might have to make some adjustments. I got these as a pack off of Target, and then I saw some at Hobby Lobby, and I was like, oh my gosh, those are absolutely gorgeous. But I thought I already had them. No, these are so much smaller. So we'll see what we're gonna do with these. They're just little pieces of wall art. I don't know what this is. Okay, it is a poof. Open compression. 48 hours. I need to wait for this thing to be good. All right, well, better open it up now. Do you hear the air coming out? All right, there she is. Let's give it a little tap. Wake up. 48 hours, we'll see this beauty in full swing. It's been like 4 seconds of me tapping it and shaking it, and I kind of just like shimmied it, and it looks fine. I mean, obviously, it's going to get more comfortable, but it looks good. This I'm a little more nervous about. I ordered it, but I can't remember if I ordered it in pink or like a plain wood color. So I don't know if I'm going to have to paint this or just leave. Listen, we're about to find out. But my friend has these above her kids' beds, and it just looks so cute. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that idea. So I just got this off Amazon, but it's personalized, and hopefully it's not broken. I actually don't even know how to open it. So, give me a minute. A moment of truth. Oh, it looks so pretty. Looks amazing. I'm gonna pop it out of this wood. It says her name, but it's not pink. So I'm gonna see if Eleanor has some pink. It's really easy to paint. I'll just get like a foam brush or whatever. So I'll deal with that. My nose is a faucet from like the Halloween decorations, all the dust. And I'm sweating. Sweater was a horrible choice, but I'm gonna power through. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'll figure it out. So this is what I was talking about when I didn't measure anything. This is the table. Pop the chairs on the bed. What was I thinking? How is she gonna have room to groove in here? There's absolutely no space. Maybe I can put it against the wall. I can see like maybe working out, and we'll see, but when I add the dollhouse here, and then I have another piece to add right there, it is just way too overfilled, overflooded. There's too much happening. So sad to report, I think that table is going to have to go. Oh, I really love it. We'll try to work it out, but let me tell you about this dollhouse. There's still plenty of space, but I don't know, just not enough space. I want the room to feel like she could breathe, you know? I don't want it to feel like before, but anyway, this dollhouse, I'm pretty sure I got scammed. Like, you know how you see something on Facebook Marketplace and you're like, wow, that's amazing. That's actually perfect. I saw so many other dollhouses, but this one really caught my attention. It had the white frame and everything. So I was like, yes, this is it. So it was really one of those moments where I was like, coming to pick it up. What's your address? I'll be there ASAP. She sent me the address. I paid her. I don't even want to tell you. I spent more on the dollhouse than I did on this. Pretty sure I spent more than I did on this, although it could be close. And then the most disappointing part was like, okay, I got a dollhouse, everything's rolling, we got it good. That was when I was in the mindset of, I gotta get this room together, I just need to get things gathered. Like fast forward 4 months, right? I get home from picking the dollhouse up, and you know, I'm scouring for a bed and like other things. At that point, I had nothing else. Well, I think I had the table and chairs, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like I was still compiling things. Look on Facebook Marketplace, the same dollhouse, 4 more of them pop up, the exact ones for a fraction of the price. I'm talking like 1/16 of the price. It was really frustrating to see that and disappointing really, because I was like, oh man, like I got scammed, I got duped, I thought I was getting something. Like I had still paid less amount for it than it would have cost full price. And also it was already put together, and that for me is like the bane of my existence. So you know what? I'm gonna say I blessed whoever I got it from. And I do love it, and it is in really great condition. So I am happy about the purchase. Just like seeing it pop up more. I think that's so darling if it could only stay. These are all tangled. Okay, I'll have to fix that. I tried to hide this in the garage and I did a pretty good job for a while. I literally covered it with one towel. And then one day she's like, what's this? But I just think it's so darling and so vintage. So anyway, I did get some dollhouse furniture for this, and honestly, I would love to get more. Not just more, but different, because what I ordered was just off Amazon. It was very generic, nothing special about it. I've been trying to look at thrift stores. It's hard to find, okay? And maybe I'm going to the wrong thrift stores. And then someone told me that they sell dollhouse furniture at Hobby Lobby. So I guess we gotta go to Hobby Lobby. So for now, I think I'm gonna take this table out and just, I'll bring this piece of furniture in so you can see it. Ooh, does that fit with 0 centimeters to spare? So now you can understand my dilemma with this. And also, I hate this. I absolutely despise the way that this looks here. I did measure, but like measuring is different than seeing it in person. Ooh, what am I gonna do? Everything can open fine. It just feels bulky. Am I wrong? Yes, it's giving less cutesy and more, ooh, gross. Is it gonna be fine? Is it gonna be okay? Should I move that? It'll be fine. Let me take this table out. Maybe it'll feel a little better in here, or worse. I was really looking forward to this table. I'm upset. This piece is actually a lot deeper than I thought it was. Like I thought it was going to be like that. And I think that could have been doable. But clearly it's, which is great for storage. It's great. Pros and cons, of course. And I think it'll really come in handy because, you know, she's got a lot of things. All right. I simply don't think I have enough pink paint, so I might do white with, this is like pink glitter over it. I just don't know like how opaque this is. Well, I don't know, that looks kind of cool. I'm gonna see how far the pink paint gets us, and worst case scenario, I'll run up to the store and get more. This flamingo pink, it's actually perfect.
Well, you know what? I didn't feel like doing that day, running up to the store. So instead, I was like, I have more white paint, so let me go with white. And I didn't even put the glitter over top, and you're going to see in a second, I'll show you like what it looks like with the glitter over top, the glitter alone, the pink with the glitter. And it just, I don't know, it kind of looked, it wasn't my favorite. I could always add it in later too. It's really easy to paint something like this. It soaks up the paint really quickly and it dries really quickly. So I did that, and I think I made the right choice. Oh my gosh, I didn't even mention. I think had I painted her walls, I would have done this pink. But since her walls were gray, and that has been a big topic of conversation, especially in my declutter video, like what color should I paint her walls? I don't even know. You guys, I'm so overwhelmed by the thought of painting all of her walls. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it, and you can't make me. Maybe down the road, when I have a little bit more time, when I have a little bit more mental capacity to deal with it. You guys gave me a lot of great shades. I looked them all up. I found a couple of favorites. A lot of them were very, very pink, and I was going for more of like a mute, like barely ballet slipper pink, you know? A lot of you gave me a lot of great options, but more than that, you gave me a great perspective. And a lot of you said, you know what, she might grow out of this pink phase. She might not like pink in a year or two, like who knows. Comforter is really easy to switch out. Like bedroom decor is really easy to switch out, but the wall, the paint color, not so easy, you know? So many of you suggested that I keep it neutral, maybe like a creamy white, and I feel like that's probably where I will go. I did keep the gray. I feel like gray and pink go well together, but mostly because I don't have to do anything. I did not want to paint, and I don't know what color this bedroom was before we moved in, but I mean, I can see it in like one crack in the wall. I think maybe a crack that I have cleaned one too many times, you know, like get those cobwebs out, and I may have scratched it a little. So I know they painted before they moved. So essentially we got a fresh coat of paint on this puppy 4 years ago. We've been in this house for 4 years, and I feel like who needs to paint over that, you know? So I'm just going to keep it. Gray is not my favorite, but I feel like it's a neutral color. It is that like millennial gray, but we'll get over it. I feel like it's just fine. Now this, hanging this, I don't even know what it's called. I forgot what it's called. One of these things, right? It's amazing. And it was something that Meredith was really, really looking forward to. And I'm not sure if she thought it was going to go over her bed, but in the initial, what's that called? Inspiration picture from ChatGPT, it had it off to the side and kind of like a reading nook over here. And I was like, you know what? That's amazing. And she loves it just as well. Now that she has seen it, I had to bring in the big guns. The ladder that I could carry was not big enough. So I asked Alex to bring in this like little giant, which is literally the worst. It's so heavy. It's so hard to manipulate. But our neighbor told Alex, like, that is the Rolls Royce of ladders. And we were like, we don't want a Rolls Royce, you know? So anyway, it's not our favorite, but it's a, what's that word? Behemoth? Goliath? It is a behemoth. A rose by any other name, you guys. It is massive, and it is such a monster to move around if we ever need to get something done. And I feel so bad for Alex because he's had this thing in and out of the house so many times. He's changed a lot of light bulbs recently, and then I had him do this part. He found a stud, thankfully, to put this in because the thing that it came with looked like it was going to fall in a matter of 10 seconds. Like one pull and that thing is out of the ceiling, you know? So we knew we needed something a little bit more heavy duty because our kids are scoundrels and they just run amok everywhere. So thankfully he found like this hook that we had and he hooked it all up. And so that really worked out. I will also say, if you can hear the fire, the smoke detector, fire alarm, whatever, chirping in this video, since he had the ladder out, he went ahead and fixed that too. So sorry if you could hear all of that nonsense. Just know that it is now fixed. Hallelujah. Because that was like keeping me up all night. And this is the moment we realized we made a big mistake.
Looks amazing. Literally 30 minutes. You'd think like, oh, drill something in the roof. No, it's not that simple. And the little thing that came with it, the screws that were this big, we just thought one yank on this thing and it is falling to the floor. So Alex was scrounging around looking for something else. He found this like metal hook. So he like got it, found a stud, whatever, but it did take a while for him to get that up. Happy to report it's up, but when he was like, oh, where do you want it? And I didn't think, I forgot that I pushed the bed to make room for the ladder. So it's a little to the left. Not that there's much wiggle room in that space anyway, but here it is. Kind of covering the bed, but also like how much, maybe a couple of inches to the right would have been nicer. Alex was walking out. He's like, it's driving me absolutely crazy that it's not centered. It was centered from where the bed was when I shifted it over, but now it's just slightly, like what are a couple inches gonna do? It's fine, it's whatever. This is my type B mom style. Regardless, it also doesn't go all the way to the floor, but I kind of like that. I think it's fine because the ceilings are really tall anyway. I think Meredith's going to love it just as well. It is kind of closed, and I wonder if when I put this under there, it'll open up a little bit, or if I can kind of make it stay open. You know, they make it look so cutesy in the pictures. It's less cutesy in real life. Like what? You know? I wonder if there's like maybe some wall hook. Scoot that back. I don't know, whatever. I think it's, wow. Now let me talk about this wall over here. Listen, I got some artwork. I got a couple of things. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going to put anything other than these shelves. I saw them and I was like, oh my gosh, they're so stinking darling. The scalloped detail really matches this piece of furniture storage bit. Oh, and I got something on top of there. This is for the Tonys. If you guys have a Tonys system. I don't know what they're called. Oh, great. This looks like way more to assemble than I had originally anticipated. So my kids have Tony's and we only have one like Tony's box. And this is a way to store them up on the wall because when ours are down, my kids get a hold of them, they play with them like toys, and I'm like, and then when I want to listen to the story, I can't find it because it's probably in a bin with toys or whatever. So this is a great way to store them all. And I thought I'd hang them over here. I thought I got the larger castle, even though we don't have a lot of like Tony's figurines. I wanted to fill the space on the wall. I thought this was really darling. So yeah, that's gonna probably take me 2 whole hours to assemble. Put that over here. Thank you so much. And then these, oh my gosh, these walls are so dirty. I need to clean them. But like maybe like 2 staggered shelves.
Well, much to my surprise, this pack came with 3 beautiful scalloped shelves. So I was able to fill up this wall a little bit more. And I found the cutest decor pieces for her shelves, some from Hobby Lobby, and a few little treasures that just make the space feel really cozy and personal. And I plan to fill the photo frames that you'll see me put up in a little bit with special pictures. I'll do that eventually, okay? Because I know she'll love seeing herself and her siblings on display, like her favorite people in life and all that kind of stuff. A couple of her and her friends, I think that'll be just darling. And then this might be my favorite find ever, but we came across this really adorable pink piggy bank that says, "Girls just want to have funs." And Eleanor and I were laughing so hard when we realized it didn't just say fun, but funds. And we were like, oh my gosh, that's genius. I had "Girls Just Want to Have Fun" blasting the other day. Like, okay, we obviously know it from the Madonna song, but also because it is a Russell Dickerson song. It's the name of his song is something different. I can't think of it right now. Something happened to me. She happened to me, or I think it's just happened to me. Anyway, you guys know I love Russell Dickerson. I blast him all the time. So Meredith knows that song and she sings it all the time too. And so she'll sing, "Girls just want to have fun" at the rest of the song, whatever, the Russell Dickerson style. She doesn't even know the Madonna style. Maybe I'm failing as a parent. But anyway, she sings it. So she sings along with it. She sings her little heart out. And I just knew we needed that bank. When I first picked it up, in my brain, I don't really finish complete sentences. Like I speak in fragments. I read not all the way. My brain fills in the blanks. I blame it on my eyes. Like I don't have great eyes. So my brain fills in the blanks on a lot of things. So anyway, when I saw that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. Girls just want to have fun. She's so into that song. It's going to be amazing. And then Eleanor realized it said, "Girls just want to have buns." And then when we realized it was a piggy bank, we couldn't stop laughing. We were bursting out in the middle of the store, like having the best time of our lives. Okay. So I just thought it's her personality in one sentence. I also wanted to mention one of these frames, this purple one particularly, was from Hobby Lobby. I always get my frames on clearance or on sale, thrifting, whatever. This one, brand new, $12, but on sale at Hobby Lobby, $2.99. I was like, they're still making a profit, you guys, when it is $2.99. So I don't know. I just thought that was funny. I went to hang up this wall art that I also got from Hobby Lobby. I just thought it was fun and whimsical and brought some character to her life. I personally despise when they put hooks on either side. I want one in the middle, especially when it's a rinky-dink thing like this that weighs 1 pound. Like, give me a middle hook. I don't care. So I ended up just slicing it in the middle and calling it a day. And you know what? It's not even there because I'm going to show you what I ended up putting there instead. And I don't know where to put this piece of artwork. Should I bring it back to Hobby Lobby? I think it's cute. She does have a little area of her walls that is blank, but I also don't want it to feel too cluttered either. So I'm undecided on that. I'll show you that I actually have to add that clip, so I don't know where I'm going to add it. If I was good, I'd probably add it right now, but here I am. This lamp, guess what it is, you guys? A Pottery Barn. I found it at the thrift store. Brand new lamps on Pottery Barn are like, $100, $150, whatever. When I found this thing at the thrift store, I nearly keeled over. I wanted to cry. I was so excited. $8. $8 for a lamp. And it's so cute and it fits her theme. And you might be saying like, oh no, she can't open her windows. Guess what? She never opens her windows. The only time she opens them is like to peek outside and you just have to press them up or down. Or if we're opening the window, I can always open the other side to like open the window. You know what I mean? So anyway, it's totally fine. And I just thought that was the perfect find at the thrift store. I wish I had more time to go, to thrift more often, / I wish they were closer to me, that I had more availability to do that, because you never know what you're going to find. And sometimes you find like the best things. Okay. These lights I think I ended up getting them off Amazon. I thought I got them off Costco, but the ones at Costco were enormous. So I guess this is a better option, and I don't have to plug them in, which I thought was amazing. They're just battery operated, and I left the battery pack like really easy to get to. So, when the batteries inevitably die, because we're probably going to leave these lights on 24/7, it's just easy to switch them out. So anyway, I wasn't sure how I was going to add these, but I used some thumbtacks because that's how I do things, and I just kind of hung them. In the Inspo picture, they look a lot better. I should have referenced the Inspo picture before I did this. Then I kind of it's fine. Whatever. I'm not an interior designer. Clearly, I don't even think I need to address that. But there it is. I'm just a regular old mom who doesn't know anything about anything. And I'm just trying to make a magical bedroom for her nearly 6-year-old daughter. I love the way that this turned out. I thought it was so darling. And lights just make everything come to life. And I just really enjoyed it. Oh, also the light of the Pottery Barn lamp right there, whatever bulb is in that, it's more of a yellow. And I never really understood. I put in batteries and it didn't work. And I was like, did I do all that work for something that doesn't even work? I said work a lot just then. I hope it made sense. I'm sure it did. And if it didn't, you can fill in the blanks. Anyway, they finally did work. And I realized for the first time, when people talk about ambiance lighting, oh my gosh, I get it. I'm a girly who needs bright white lights the second I wake up to the second I go to bed. I think it's an eye thing. I can't really see anything when it's dim. So anyway, I'll talk about this Tony thing in just a second, but this is the coolest little shelf. It has magnets so you can hang them upside down too. So the light gives me ambiance lighting, and it is my favorite thing ever. Ever. I didn't realize how much I loved a good ambiance lighting, but I think only for bedrooms. Okay, moving on. We got this Tony's thing. I don't even really know what it's called because it's like a shelf, like a Tony box thing. I love that it's up high. Okay, it looks nice. It keeps it safe. It works great. The only downside are a couple of things. The kids want to be independent and swap out the characters themselves. So we'll see how long this neat and tidy phase lasts, okay? But overall, I'm just so happy with the way everything came together. But there's also no plug behind this. So the thing with the Tony box is I can move it and charge it somewhere else and then put it up here. But I was really hoping that I'd be able to find a cord. And there is one down below. You would be able to see exposed wires. And that's not the worst thing that's going on in my house. I'm going to tell you that right now. So I will probably end up just plugging it in up on the shelf like this or on the wall. And also cranking these things in, very, very easy. So I was happy about that. I did also want to touch on the decluttering. It's after decluttering this room, I can't even explain to you how good it feels in here. It's I can breathe again, and I know it's not just for me, it's for her too. And it's not just a feeling, there's actual research behind this. Studies have shown that kids play better and they focus longer when they have fewer toys. There's we all hear it, but of course we all live day to day where we get hand-me-downs and Christmas and birthdays and toys pile up and reward systems and all this stuff. So I'm just saying, decluttering her bedroom, oh my gosh, I need to stay on top of this better because, and I talked a lot about in the declutter video where I have had, I've been pregnant postpartum, I feel my entire life, literally 15 years, it feels forever. And I'm finally coming out of that now. And I have more mental clarity. I've got more mental capacity to deal with things like decluttering or keeping a space organized. So I'm hoping going forward that I'm able to keep up with this a little bit more, So anyway, I read a study. It was 2018 or something. Some university found that toddlers who played in a room with 4 toys played twice as long and more imaginatively than those in a room with like, I don't know, 15, 16 toys and up. It's wild, right? Too many options can actually overwhelm kids and make them feel less engaged. And I feel that too as an adult. Like if I have too many options, I find this on Amazon. If I'm looking for a specific skirt, I'm looking for a witch costume for Halloween. I'm like, I type in witch skirt. There's too many options. I get overwhelmed. I exit out the app with nothing, right? So if you ever felt like your kids don't play with any of their toys, that might be why. Less really is more when in terms of like toys and playing. So it's been a week or so since decluttering, and honestly, it's probably been like 3 weeks. Where has the time gone? And it's pure joy. Everything feels lighter. And for any parents watching, I will say, don't let the donations bag linger. Okay, that's probably the best decision we made because I've been there. The bags linger and then maybe in the garage and they start sneaking back in the house. I'm going to tell you what. So black bags are always the way to go. That's number 1. 2, we made sure to bring these to the donation bins as soon as I was finished with the project. And that's easier said than done. Like it takes time to like drive up there and it takes time to like, you have to make sure you do it all in one day or whatever. Even if you're just decluttering one little space, put it in a bag, put it in your trunk, and hopefully you get to the bins, the donation bins, like sooner than later. Because I've been the one driving around with my trunk full of donations for like 2 weeks. Okay. Been there. So anyway, that storage cabinet that you saw me stocking, it's such a win. It holds her shoes perfectly and her toys. And I did debate replacing her. Did I just say rebate? I did debate. Did I say that right? I don't know. In my brain, I'm like, where even am I? I debated replacing her dresser because like the bottom drawer has officially retired from service. Okay. Thank you for your duty. But honestly, this dresser has been through all 5 of my kids. It's lived a great life. So for now, I'm keeping it, okay? I'll probably fix it one day when I find the time, which like, who knows when that will be. But I really debated getting a bigger one because I would like it to be a little bigger. I would like it to be nicer. But this is a nice one. And it's good. It's working with what we have. I just need to fix that bottom drawer. And honestly, we still use the bottom drawer. It's not that big of a deal. So I'm just showing you some of the details. I did unwrap some of the like dolls that I got from Amazon, and the furniture did come out of the box. The kids were playing in here later and they were like, can we please have furniture? I was like, yeah, but I still plan to go to Hobby Lobby to get some of their doll house furniture because it is so darling. I can't express to you. I looked online. I was like, you know what? You guys are right. I wish I had you just on speed dial. Like, hey, how do you feel about this? Tell me your thoughts so I don't have to waste my time doing anything else. I had no idea that Hobby Lobby sold dollhouse furniture. So I'm headed up there. I actually have an eye appointment. So I'm going to do, and my eye appointment is right across the street, kind of, not really, but close enough, right? This rug, by the way, if you saw me doing thumbs down like 100 times, the worst. How does IKEA sell this? It is by far the worst rug I've ever bought in my entire life. It doesn't feel good. It's not comfortable. It feels horrible. It's also ugly. Like I could go on. So I'm currently on Ruggable. Like a lot of you guys recommended getting a Ruggable rug. So I was like, okay, I gotta do it. So I'm looking on there and there's actually like a reasonable priced rug, a pink one with like white dots. I was like, you know what? This is so cute. It's less money than the one from IKEA was full price. I obviously got this one on sale. So rugs are expensive. I know that. But to have one that's washable, I think it will be a total game changer, especially in Meredith's room because she's such a free spirit. Some little decor pieces. I found that from Hobby Lobby as well because she wears glitter almost every day. So I love the sign that says she like leaves sparkles wherever she goes. I was like, this is so fitting for her. So amazing. I put little trinkets on her bedside table. We'll see how long it lasts, like picture perfect like this, but I really love it. All those drawers are empty. I know they'll eventually fill. I actually put books in the top drawer so we can read at night, but otherwise, like, I love it in here so much. I could cry. I think it came out so beautiful. The Meredith sign just takes it over the edge. It's so personalized, and I hope you really enjoyed seeing this bedroom makeover as much as I loved creating it. And if you're feeling overwhelmed by clutter, start small. That's my tip to you. Even one drawer, because the feeling on the other side of that is totally worth it. And I just like, since I've been in survival mode for so long, decluttering and redoing spaces like this makes me feel like I'm getting my own clarity back too. And it's like each clean corner gives me a little more brain space. And it's been a long season of like chaos and survival mode, and projects like this really remind me that I'm coming back to life again, one room at a time. So I'm excited for what's to come. My kitchen declutter, the playroom makeover upstairs. I'll probably do Wolfgang's room and probably my 2 older kids' rooms too, honestly, because after seeing this room, it's just really like given me that oomph that I need. Like, wow, this looks a million times better than it did. So I'm excited. Here's her reaction.
Oh my goodness! So cool! I love it. Yeah, I'm so cute. This is so cool. Oh my gosh! This is so comfortable. Mom, I like it.
When I tell you these two are peas in a pod, I love them so much. That stool, by the way, dangerous. But it was so sweet to see them exploring. She looked in her closet and she's like, wait, what? Yeah, I didn't clean your closet, dude. Not yet. Eventually I'll put all your clothes away. She's got like 2 huge baskets of clean clothes that need to be put away. But she had so much fun exploring. They played with that dollhouse for, I'm not exaggerating, hours. And then she was like snuggled in her bed. Oh, it was such a joy to know that she loves this space, and I love it too. And they just had so much fun exploring and seeing it all. And really, less is more. That's how I feel right now. And I'm so excited for it. I'm so pumped. But I also know that her birthday is coming up in just a few weeks, also Christmas and the holidays. So not only is right now the perfect time to declutter, but it's the perfect time for me to get in the mindset of like, okay, what are some really intentional gifts that I can get them for Christmas that will not clutter up their space? Hopefully I'll be mindful of that. But I also I go a little overboard when times like that come, and I'm like, yeah, she's going to love this. And oh my gosh, all the toys and stuff. So I'm going to do my best. You can hold me accountable. We'll see what happens. I totally forgot that I bought this. I got it secondhand. I don't know where it's normally from, but when I tell you this thing weighs like 400 pounds, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a cute little mirror. I guess we could hang it that way. No, but we figured we could put it here so that way when she gets dressed in the morning, she can kind of like look at her outfit. So then I did move the piece of artwork, but I don't know where to put that. We even thought putting the mirror over here. We're just figuring some stuff out. I guess there's a blank space on the wall up here. So lots of options. I don't even really need to use it. I love this mirror. Alex pulled out this stud finder because this thing weighed so much. We knew we needed to put it in a stud, and he found this like crazy nail. I don't even know where he keeps this stuff, but it's amazing. I love the way that it turned out. I love that she's got a mirror for her to play dress up with or whatever, and it plays into the whimsy part of her bedroom. Like, I just think it's adorable. My initial plan was to put it against that back wall, but plans don't always work out. You gotta, what they say about plans. Wait, what do they say? Something about map out your life, but do it in pencil. Okay, there we go. Because plans always change, you know what I mean? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. If you want to see more bedroom makeovers, I've got plenty on my channel. But mostly I've got like day in the lives, cooking, cleaning, mom stuff, also cooking, everyday cooking, shopping, that kind of thing. Thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I will see you next time. Bye.